Wolfstead late model heat race is moving into the staging area. They'll be first up again this evening. Next week is Sprint Bonus Night. Sprint cars will be joining the late models, limited late, spectator stocks, and umps, all at the regular admission price. Regular admission price next week for Sprint Bonus Night. 2 weeks from tonight is the next round of the Pittsburgh Super Series, and also that night we will welcome the Club All-Star Circuit of Champions, who will be making their tour for the Western Pennsylvania Sprint Speed Week. That's 2 weeks from tonight, a big $4,000 to win sprint car feature as part of the next round of the Pittsburgh Super Series. The Wolfstead late models will also be running that night for $2,000 to win with regular feature events in New York Limited Late Spectator Stocks and Modifieds. Again, the new 4 in the Wilson Performance number 8 from West Newton, Craig Wilson. From Warren, Ohio, in car number 10, Tom Copeland. In the Chem Oil Imperial Hoist, Tony Dale Amico number 2 from Imperial, Mike Johnson. And in the Cochrane number 1, our current Wolfstead late model point leader, Lynn Geisler from Evans City. Ten laps for the Wolfstead late models. Off to turn number 4, the green is out. The Wolfstead late models underway as they head into turn 1. The Georgetown General, Kip Moore, leads them down the back straightaway, opening up some big lead. Keep your eye in the back of the pack as Geisler and Mike Johnson, who've been real fast the past couple of weeks, try and work their way toward the front. Moore leads, Westcott is second, Jones third, Bellis fourth, Petrucci runs fifth at the end of lap number 1. The Georgetown General, Kip Moore, out in front. That rocket chassis, brand new car for Kip, that he debuted here 2 weeks ago. This is third week out. Danny Westcott still second. Jones in the 09 third. Ben Bellich in the 48 fourth. The 5 of Mark Petrucci fifth. And Lynn Geisler in the 1. And Bobby Burgess in the 34, racing for 6. Behind them, the 2 of Mike Johnson. That is Tom Copeland and Craig Wilson. Geisler now underneath Petrucci and moving into turn 3. Into 5th. Burgess in the 34, high between 3 and 4. Almost spinning the car, but he holds on to it. But he'll stop on the racetrack. And the yellow is out. Car stalling. Bobby Burgess in car 30, of course, last week. 3 laps down, we're back to green. Kip Moore, your leader in the 00. The Georgetown General hooked up tonight. Look out, Dan Westcott in the 9, almost getting into them. We got 2 cars together down the back straightaway. Mark Petrucci in the 5, Mike Johnson in the 2, Tom Copeland in the 10. The yellow is out. Mike Johnson in car 2, Mark Petrucci in the 5, Tom Copeland in the 10. With the heaviest damage, Craig Wilson spinning his number 8 to avoid contact. Yellow is back out. Don Gamble, a roving Mike, on his way to the scene.
Fans, we got race cars in here. 2 flat tires, body bent up pretty bad, and Mark Petrucci, the upper and lower control arms on the right front, and the entire steering on that side. I really seriously doubt if any of them are going to make the feature. I can't...
Green is out. Still just 3 laps to go. Kip Moore, your leader. Nick Jones in the 09 now second. Westcott in the 9 third. Bobby Burgess in the 34 moving to fourth. And Lynn Geisler and Ben Bellich battle for fifth. Burgess in the 34 now up to third. Kip Moore continues to stretch it out in the 00. Let's get the clock on him the next time by as he comes to the halfway point. Geisler is now fourth. Westcott drops to 5th and 9. Geisler challenging Burgess for third. And Jones in the middle. 3 wide down the front straightaway. Burgess moves to second. Geisler tries to take third away from Nick Jones. There to wheel through 1 and 2. Geisler makes the pass down the back straightaway. Good battle for second, third, and fourth. Out in front. Look out. Jones and Geisler come together, and Jones goes spinning. He steers out of it, and the green stays out. Bellich has to get hard on the brakes to avoid him. Kip Moore, your leader. 3 laps to go this time by. The race now for second between Burgess in the 34 and Geisler in the 1. Georgetown General leading by a straightaway. The Morse Trucking, Harry's Unical 00. 2 laps to go. Lynn Geisler now side by side with Bobby Burgess for second. But Burgess holds him off coming off of turn 4 as they head into 1. Running in the 4th spot is Dan Westcott in the 9. 5th, the auction barn 09 of Nick Jones. White flag for Kip Moore, who turned that last lap at 20.9 seconds. Almost 95 miles per hour for his average speed. Bobby Burgess still second, right on his bumper, actually pushing him off the second turn. That time to 1C of Lynn Geisler. Some close racing for that second spot. Checkered flag to Kip Moore. The battle for second as they come off of turn number 4. It'll be Bobby Burgess second with Geisler third. For fourth now, Nick Jones in the 09 makes a pass in turn 4. Nick Jones in the auction barn 09 comes to fourth. Dan Westcott in car 9 completes the top 5. Kip Moore picking up the win in car 00 from Evans City, Zillionople, that area. John Flinner, our feature winner last week. In the Jules Machine Bullet Chassis 48 from Carnegie, Johnny Johnson. And a driver change tonight in the Ferrari Pontiac Chevrolet Buick. Franklin Racing Supply 4 from Renfrew, Bob Waring Jr. Off the 4th turn, the green is out. Miley in car 99 takes off with the lead. This is Ben's rocket chassis. Look out, Baker slides to second as Bradish got a little loose off of turn 2. He runs third. Bradish and Curry goes spinning. Dennis Curry takes Larry Kugel with him, and John Flinner also into the wall. Up in turn 3 and 4. Dennis Curry in car number 1. Lost the handle in turn 3, spinning up the racetrack. John Flinner going high to miss it, gets a piece of the wall, and Johnny Johnson in car 48 also. Green is back out. Off of turn 4 they come. Still Miley, Bradish second. Gets a little high coming off of 4, but Alan Baker wheel to wheel for that 3rd spot. Baker now pushes high into 1, but he gets a run off of turn 2 as they race down the back straightaway. Steve Baker 3rd, Banal 4th, Waring into 4 runs 5th. Banal now high up in turn 3 and 4, and Bob Waring Jr. moves to 4th in car number 4. Banal 5th, Johnny Johnson 6th, Larry Kugel in the 14 is 7th. Bradish in the 5, pressuring the 99 of Ben Miley for the lead off of 2 down the back straightaway. Steve Baker in car 84 still 3rd, the 4 of Ed Ferrari running 4th. Bob Waring driving the car tonight 4th, side by side for the lead off of turn 4. It's still Miley, pressured by Bradish. Car 84, Steve Baker 3rd, 4 Bob Waring 4th, and T8 Mark Banal 5th. Bradish really fast through the corners. Miley up top, Bradish off the bottom, down the front straightaway. It's still Ben Miley, your leader. 4 laps down. Off of 2, Miley again pulls away by 2, 3, now 4, 5 car lengths ahead into 3. Bradish will close right back in 3 and 4. Baker still 3rd, Waring Jr. 4th, but all is 5th. Yellow flag is out. We've got a car spun on the back straightaway. car 48. Johnny Johnson stopped in the middle of the back straightaway, and the yellow is out. Miley in car 99, Luke Bradish in the 5, bring the field up to speed into turns 3 and 4, 6 laps remaining. Here they come off of 4. Baker snicks to the inside in car 84. Miley, your leader. Bradish still second, Baker third. Now Waring gets in on the Acton car 4 in turn 1. Side by side for the lead, side by side for third. Waring makes the pass on the outside off of 2. He's up to third. Baker runs fourth, Pinal is fifth. Miley still leading. Here comes Bradish again to the inside in car 5. Off of turn 4. Bradish pushes up a little high. Halfway, 5 laps to go. Miley pulling away by about 3 car lengths again down the straightaway. Bradish dives low into turn 3. Waring in the 4th, 3rd. Baker in the 84, 5th. Pinal in the T8, or Baker in the 84, 4th. Pinal in the T8 running 5th. Still the 99 of Ben Miley. Trying to get his season turned around. Coming off of turn 4. 3 laps to go, 3 to go. Bradish faster through the corners, but Miley's got him covered on the straightaways right now. Bradish continues to pull alongside, especially in 3 and 4. 2 laps to go. Bob Waring Jr. to 4th, 3rd, and now Steve Baker, the 84, closing back on him as Bradish again gets underneath Miley between 1 and 2, but coming off the corner, Miley maintains the lead. White flag this time, and Bradish might have his best shot yet. 1 lap to go. It's still Miley. Ben's earning his lap at 20.74 seconds, almost identical to the lap time of Kip Moore. Dead even off of turn 2. Miley, though, the horsepower kicking in, or maybe the gearing a little different. With the advantage in the middle of the straightaways. Here they come for the checkered flag. Second heat race for the Wolfson late models to Ben Miley. Bradish second. Waring third, Baker fourth, and Mark Pinal the T8 completes the top 5. Dan Miley in the 99. 4 is Jim Paul. And in the 29 from Bloomingdale, Ohio, Country Covered Crafts, Robinson Auto Body, the sponsors. Rick Armstrong is the driver. First of 3 heat races for the York Heating and Air Conditioning Limited Late Models. Off of turn 4, Mel Minnick Jr. brings them up to speed. The green is out. Rich Curry into 3, right behind him into 2nd. Popham into 7 runs 3rd. Rosenberger into 66. In the 4th spot, then Doug Clausen in car 45th. Down to 26-6 here in the opening lap. Mel Minnick Jr. your leader. Sam's down to 26, around Doug Clausen's 40, up to 5th now. Brad Westover to 31, follows him through on the inside as Clausen loses 2 spots down the back straightaway. Gary's car and truck rental 75. Mel Minnick Jr. leading. Brown Buick GMC, Pittman Auto 3 of Rich Curry 2nd, and Swingin' Sam's down to 26. Closing in on the 7 of Dwayne Popham, makes the pass as they head into turn 3. He's down now 3rd. Popham in the 7th, 4th. Westover in the 31 runs 5th. Rosenberger in the 66 is 6th. That's Armstrong in the 29. Gasparovich in the 5, Clausen in the 40, and Jim Paul tails the field in car 44. Brad Westover in car 31. Underneath the 7 of Dwayne Popham as they race for 4th in turns 3 and 4. Now Minnick Jr.'s opened up about a half a straightaway lead with 4 laps down. Westover into the 4th spot. Popham in the 7 run Jr. Working tough in this York Heating and Air Conditioning heat race. 5 laps down. Sammy Stow in car 26 now, challenging Curry into 3, or closing in on Curry into 3 in the race for second. Stow to the inside, Curry to the top of the speedway as they come off of turn number 4. Down the back straightaway, the battle continues for second, and Dwayne Popham, who was running 5th in car 7, high that time in turns 1 and 2. He'll lose several positions. 66, Terry Rosenberger now 5th. Armstrong in the 29, 6th. Gasparovich in the 5 is 7th. Armstrong going to 29, moving to 5th as Rosenberger went high that time in 3 and 4. Popham is off the pace in car 7 with his hand out the window. 2 laps remaining, 2 to go, 8 down for Mel Minnick Jr. leading by a straightaway. The battle for second continues. Rich Curry to 3, swinging Sam's down to 26. 4th and the 31, Brad Westover. Rick Armstrong in the 29, 5th. Wayne Popham continues to move around now the inside of the racetrack into 7th. His left hand out the window, trying to finish the race. Final lap, second place, almost dead even that time going into turn 1. Curry holds off Stow going into the corner. Watch them as they head off and 2 down the back straightaway. Nothing but daylight at the Gary's Car and Truck Rental 75 from Uniontown, taking New York Heating and Air Conditioning. Limited late model opening heat, Mel Minnick Jr. Curry into 3 seconds, down to 26 third, Westover to 31 fourth. And Rick Armstrong in car 29 completes the top 5. Mel Minnick Jr. taking the win in car 75. Rich Curry into 3 second, 26 Sammy Stow third, 31 2. Eddie Murphy the driver. Eddie calls McKee's Rocks home. In the Buds place 6 from Midway, Jim Lapro. From Harmony in the 47, Russ Dunn. In the Drew Service 64 from Finleyville, Andy Catellis back out. Andy had some motor problems a couple of weeks back. Has what he called a junk motor put together for tonight. His good one's still getting fixed. Our York Limited Late Model points leader in the 99T, the Beaver Sportswear car, Ricky Thomas from Carnegie. And in the 5Y from Pittsburgh, Kirk Young. Second of 3 heat races for the York Heating and Air Conditioning Limited Late Models. Off the 4th turn they come, and the green is out. And look at Eddie Murphy, car 42, quick on the start. Murphy getting a hold of the racetrack, down low, coming off for turn 4. He'll settle into second down the back straightaway. Beatty in the 04 is your leader. John drifts high, and look at Murphy darting through on the low side in turn 3 and 4. But coming off the corner, the outside continues to be the fast way. Saw that in our Wolfson late model heat with Ben Miley and Lou Branich. Jim Lapro in car 6 third, Sherlock in the 21 4th, and Ed Dunn in the 14 runs 5th. Ricky Thomas moving to 6th in car 99. Second, the 6th of Jim Lapro in third, and running 4th now, Ed Dunn in the 14. Thomas, the 99, moves to 5th, and Sherlock bobbled for a moment at turn 1 in the 21. Brighton Heights Automotive, McCandless Auto Parts 04, John Beatty showing the way. Eddie Murphy still second. Lapro third. Dunn 4th. Ricky Thomas at the 99 running 5th. Point. gone high that time in the second turn, and Ed Dunn on the spot in the 14 to take over third. Lepro, though, trying to get back by him on the outside in turn 4. Down the front straightaway. Good race. Second, third, fourth, and Ricky Thomas, the 99, running in close fifth. John Beatty getting tougher and tougher, finishing second in last week's feature event. Leads this second heat race in New York Heating and Air Conditioning Limited Late Models. Look at the battle for second. Lepro is the top of the racetrack in car 6. He goes from fourth to second with one bold move down the front straightaway to turn 1. Jim Lepro in the Buds place 6. Up to second. Murphy seems to be slowing in the 42. Down in the 14, Thomas the 99, unable to get by to this point. 2 laps remaining, 2 to go. Into turn 1, third, fourth, and fifth continue. It'll be a toss-up. Ricky Thomas the 99 now fourth, down in the 14, drops back to fifth. And Jim Lepro in the 6th, closing in on John Beatty. 1 lap to go. 1 lap to go. Slow down a little bit more. Eddie Murphy off the pace in car 42 here on the final lap. He takes to the inside of the racetrack. Here they come to the checkered flag. Jimmy Lepro on the outside in car 6, trying to take the win through the final turn. He's got the pass made. The Buds place 6 of Jim Lepro takes the win. 04, John Beatty second. Ricky Thomas in the 99 third. And down in the 14, fourth, Matt Sherlock in the 21, completes the top 5. Car 10 tonight, Bill Yakin with an arm injury, Mark Banal the driver. 99 is Tom Sigger, and Dickie Thomas is driving the 98 or 9X, we're told this evening. Green is out. Yeah, the X9T is Dickie Thomas. X9T. Second, Russ Colasar in the 8th, third, Jasinski in the 11, 8th, fourth, Wayne Gaither in the 4 runs, fifth, and it's Crawford in the 9th seat, and Banal in car 10. Mark Banal chomping at the bit in car 10, trying to get by the 4 of Wayne Gaither in the 9th seat of Doug Crawford. He'll make the pass on Gaither in turns 1 and 2. Looking strong out in front. The race for second. The Roberts VP of Eric Roberts, the 16, still second. Weber Gas and Welding Bandura Iron number 8 of Russ Colasar right on his tail. Behind him comes the Don Speed Shop 11A of Charlie Jasinski. Burns leading by a full straightaway in car 69. Halfway, some surprises here tonight. Jim Lepro running real strong that last heat to pick up the win, and Danny Burns, who's not usually running up in the front, leads this one comfortably. Good to see. Remaining, 3 laps to go. Russ Colasar in car 8 takes over second, dropping joining Roberts in the 16 to third. Jasinski in the 11 still fourth. The 9C of Doug Crawford fifth. And it's Mark Bernal on the 10. Wayne Gate through the 4. 8 down, 2 to go. Flag, final lap. Danny Burns out of Imperial with car 69. San Diego Distributing, Le Cabaret Lounge sponsored 69. Into turn 3. Russ Colasar in the 8th second. Roberts in the 16th third. The checkered flag is waving. Third and final heat for the York Limited Late Models to Danny Burns. Russ Colasar in the 8th second. Roberts in the 16th third. Jasinski in the 11A fourth. And Doug Crawford in the 9C completes the top 5. Some surprises. Danny Burns just wanted to make sure he went one more lap in the 69. Don, some surprises tonight. Jim Lapro with a big win.
The O'Neill number 47 that ran at Lernerville last year. O'Neill had won several features with it, and Bob bought the car, and he's going to see what it's like. He said he's going to try it from down on the track instead of racing from the stands.
Right, Don, what was the last name again?
Freesaur, F-R-E-S-H-O-U-R. I'm not sure the pronunciation, but that's the spelling.
Okay, thank you, Don. Robert Freschauer maybe in car number 83. First time out. First heat for the spectator stocks. Green is back out. Spectator stock first heat race into turn 1. The 10 of Jeff Broniszewski with the early lead. Rick Wachter, the 93X, takes second. Down the back straightaway, they roll past Scutis into 3 third. On the outside comes the 27 of Mike Ross. Ian Stashadowski in the 57, wheel to wheel for fourth. Car spinning. Dave Fulmer in the 00, and he straightens it out on the inside of the racetrack. No damage done. If Fulmer can keep it going, the green is out. We're still green. 10 of Jeff Broniszewski leads the 93X of Rick Wachter, but Dave Fulmer continues to limp on the inside of the Speedway. Dave looks like he's having problems. Yellow is out, yellow out for 00 Dave Fulmer. Joe Salerno. Joe Salerno will continue along with the list, but if I called your name, get down to see the folks from the Marlboro Adventure Team. They've got a free t-shirt for you. Ready to go back to green here with 1 lap down. Jeff Broniszewski continues to lead here. 93X Rick Wachter in second. The 3 of Tom Pascutis third. Mike Ross in the 27 fourth. And then Ronald Patchen in the 51 and Pete Lurie in the 11 dueling for fifth. Laps down. Bobby R with a problem in a 3M in turn 4. He gets down in the wet stop. He'll lose a lap. Rick Wachter shows the way in the 93X. 10, Jeff Broniszewski in second. The 3 of Tom Pascutis third. Mike Ross in the 27 and Ronald Patchen in the 51. Racing for fourth and fifth. Pete Lurie joins that battle in the 11 car spinning. It's Dave Fulmer in the 00. Hold on, Dave. Turn 4 has been a problem for the 00 of Dave Fulmer. This time he keeps it going, and the green stays out. We're halfway. 4 laps down, 4 laps to go. W.R. Minden Sons Custom Homes. Coreopolis Service Star Hardware 93X of Rick Wachter is your leader. Jeff Broniszewski second, Opatchin in the 51. Now to the inside of the 3 of Tom Pascutis taking over third. Pascutis runs fourth, the 11 of Pete Lauria fifth. White flag waving for Rick Wachter. 10 Jeff Broniszewski still second. Ron Opatchin in the 51 third. The race for fourth. Now Pete Lauria on the outside in car 11 makes the pass going into turn 1. Oh, too high. And here comes Bobby R. Look out, Bob. Facing the wrong direction here on the front straightaway. He's going to try and turn her around. Here come our leaders. This could be interesting. Bobby gets it going. Checkered flag is waving for Rick Wachter. Jeff Broniszewski second. Ron Opatchin's 51 third. Pete Lauria will win that battle for fourth in the 11 with the 3 of Tom Pascutis fifth. And Dave Fulmer smashes the wall in the back straightaway. He's got his bumper back there. You can see the radiator's broken. The radiator, excuse me, is broken. Valley Degreaser to ticket number 012725. 012725. And more Valley Degreaser 011. 011-956. 011-956. And keep those ticket stubs handy because we have like 30 more passes for 2 to give away to the debut of that movie Speed this week. So we'll be announcing those numbers here in a few moments. Underway, and Jim Zarin is your leader in the number 1 Cochran 1C. Russ Mattick in the 17 in second. Here comes Willie White in the 55, challenging Bob Himes 92 for third. Ralph Highsong Jr. in the 09 settles into fifth as they roll into turn 1. Down the back straightaway, Jim Zarin continues to lead. Mattick is second, Heim third, White fourth, Highsong fifth, Steffens in the 38, a close sixth. Down, 7 to go. 3 down, 7 to go. Excuse me, 5 to go. Announcer's got brain fade. Zarin leads by about 8 or 9 car lengths. He started up front. He's kept it there. White in the 55, fourth, and that's the best race now. Fourth and fifth, White in the 55, Highsong Jr. in the 09. 2 2 laps to go, 2 remaining. White flag now for Jim Zarin. Russ Matique is 17 second. Bob Heim the 92 third. White in the 55 fourth. High Song in the 09 fifth, followed closely by the 38 of Jim Steffens. The number 1 Cochran Automotive 1C heads off at turn 4 for the final time. Heat race win to Jim Zarin. Russ Matique in second. Bob Heim third. Wee Willie White fourth. Ralph Highsong Jr. completing the top 5. Jim Zarin taking the win. Russ Matique is second. Bob Heim's 92 third. 54 number 11 coming off back-to-back feature wins. Dale Charlier from Midway. Jimmy Plants out of Georgetown in the 40. Bernie Pachanowick in the 37 from Kennedy Township. Mark Obrzezinski from Library in the 61. Fred Varney in the 43 from Finleyville. Fred with his first career top 5 finish last Saturday night. Finished 5th. Darren Miller from Hookstown in the 16. And Ian Parasolik from Bell Vernon in car number 7. For the Ed Farik car in the feature event. Green is out for the Modifieds in their heats. Matt Smith, who's really come on strong here in the 77. He was second last week. He leads them off at 2 down the back straightaway. Kurt Havedel in the 75 second, and Dale Charlier in the 11 coming strong in turn 3. Dirt track of it. Dale up on the top of the racetrack. Havedel down low. Coming down the front straightaway. It's still Matt Smith, your leader, into turn 1. Kurt Havedel leads, and here comes Charlier to second. Charlier right back to the top. That's where he's been quick. Right on the cushion. Smith in the 77 third. Jimmy Plants in the 40 is 4th. And Bernie Pachanowick in the 37 runs 5th. And it's Mark Obrzezinski in the 61. Mark Moach in the 71. 16 Darren Miller. 7 Ian Parasolik in the 43 of Fred Varney. Havedel, the Kodak Gold, Pearls Cafe 75 showing the way. And he's opened up a pretty nice lead. The 11 of Dale Charlier, the Tri-State Motorsports team, running second. Now a little high in third 4, and Matt Smith coming off the bottom of the 77, trying to take that second spot. Jimmy Plants in the 40 still 4th. Pachanowick's 37 runs 5th, and it's Obrzezinski in the 61. Past the halfway point, 3 laps to go when they combine, 3 laps to go. Car spinning in turn 4. Ian Parasolik in the 7, parked against the outside wall. The yellow is out. So Kurt Havedel's huge lead is erased. 011-960. 011-960. Keep those ticket stubs handy. We've got more we'll be giving away. Green is back out. 3 laps to go. Matt Smith in the 77, who gambled, trying to guess the restart right, then had to back off, ends up back and forth in the 77 as Jimmy Plants in the 40 moves to 3rd. Kurt Havedel continues to lead, the 11 of Dale Charlier in 2nd. Jimmy Plants in the 43rd. Smith in the 77, 4th car spinning again, same spot for the same car. Ian Parasolik in the 7th, stops atop turns 3 and 4. Yellow is out, so that will be all for Ian Parasolik. He'll take the car into the pits. go. Haberdale still leading. Charlier second. The race for third. Car spinning. It's the 16 of Darren Miller, and he'll continue along. Here we go, Darren. Little 360 thrill show for you in turn 4. He had his roof wing. Did you notice that? That the roof flap kept him from getting airborne. Oh, another one spun. This one's Matt Smith in the 77 on the back straightaway, but the checkered flag is out. Kurt Haberdale in the 75 takes the win. The 11 of Charlier second. 40, Jimmy Plants third. 61, Mark Obrzezinski fourth. And Fred Varney will get fifth in car 43, and now the yellow. McWilliams 72, 97 Don Boyer, 11 Gene Pennington, 92 Don Gamble, 26 of Ed Bayshar, and Tom Knight Sr. in car 76. Reggie Vasco is the early leader in the 51, Blade Neal in the 603. The Burgunder Dodge, Smith Barney 603. They're sponsoring the Circle Track Club appearance tonight. They're also the sponsors of that Chrysler 603 of Blade Neal running second. Don Luffy's one car third. 98 Bob Stanford fourth. 19 Bob Steiger is fifth. Then it's the 04 of Larry Walters. Gene Pennington in car 11. 26 Ed Bayshar. 92 Don Gamble and the 68 of Dave Schwartzlander. 97 is Don Boyer, 72 Bob McWilliams, and 76S is Tom Knight Sr. No change in the top 5. Reggie Vasco continues to lead. Car battle for third, fourth, and fifth. Luffy in the 1, Steiger in the 19, Stanford the 98 as they exit turn 2 behind them. A good race as well. The 11 of Gene Pennington, 26 Ed Bayshar, 04 Larry Walters, and Don Gamble's 92 joins the battle. Running second, Glade Neal gets a piece of the wall in the 603, dusted off the outside of those tires, but he's still running second. Steiger has moved to third now on the 19. Luffy in the 1, fourth. 98 Bob Stanford running fifth. Reggie Vasco. I think he helped build the car, the 51 car that Ronald Patchen runs. Reggie driving it here in the senior series. He knows the fast way around in the car, that's for sure. Wolfstead late model feature lining up next. Two laps to go, 2 to go. Reggie Vasco took the lead at the start and has not let up in car 51 as he takes the white flag. Blade Neal 603, still second. 19 Bob Steiger in third. Don Luffy's 1/4, Bob Stanford the 98 fifth. Checkered flag is waving for Reggie Vasco. Blade Neal second, Bob Steiger the 19 third. The race for fourth, looks like Don Luffy in the 1 will take fourth. The 98 of Bob Stanford is fifth. And then the 11 of Gene Pennington. All right, Wolfstead late models are lining up for their 25-lap feature event. Before we get started, let's run down the rest of our door prize. Our winner last week, the 1 of Dennis Curry, the 5 of Mark Petrucci, the 8 of Craig Wilson, and your final row, the 2 of Mike Johnson, and the 48 of Ben Belich. The number 1 Cochrane, Grand Am. That's Pennsylvania Motor Speedway pace car in the pits. We're set to sail 25 fast and furious laps for the Wolfstead late models. 5 different winners in 5 nights of racing so far. Here we go. The green is out. And they're up to speed, coming down the front straightaway. Yellow is out. Yellow is out. No go, says starter Greg Wheeling. We had a couple of cars back midway through the pack that jumped to the inside of turn 4 to make it 3 wide there. Heat race winners Kip Moore and Ben Miley drawing an invert 12 start for this 25-lap feature event. Here they come into turn 4, and this time the green is out. The Wolf's Head late models underway down the front straightaway. 25-lap feature event into turn 1. They're bottom on the bottom in turn 1. Nick Jones in the 09 and Dan Westcott in the 9 really going at it. Down the back straightaway, but now on the outside of the T8 takes the lead as they head into turn number 3. Kugel in the 14 second. Baker in the 84 is third. Then it's Waring, Jones, and Geisler as they roll off of turn 4. Mark Banal continues to lead down the back straightaway. Steve Baker in car 84 moves into second. Kugel in the 14 now third. Waring in the 4 still fourth. Geisler in the 1 runs fifth. Geisler underneath Waring in turn 4. He'll make the pass. Geisler moves to 4th. Waring 5th. Jones runs 6th. Prentice 7th. Burgess and Westcott battle for 8th. Curry runs 10th in car number 1. Mark Banal. The Mag Shop Malput Racing Engines Bullet Chassis G8 taking the lead on lap 1. Trying to stretch the advantage. Steve Baker has the chase now, and Geisler in the 1 right on Kugel's tail. Racing for third in turns 1 and 2. Geisler to the outside. He'll take over third. Down the back straightaway. Kugel 4th. Waring runs 5th. Bradish in the 5. And Jones in the 09 side by side for the 6th spot. Bradish able to make the pass in turn 4. Lou Bradish in car 5 up to 6th. Down the back straightaway, still the T8 of Mark Banal, then the 84 of Steve Baker, and the 1C of Lynn Geisler. No change in the top 5, 6, 7, 8 cars. Good race for 9th and 10th. The 00 Kip Moore, the 1C of Dennis Curry. Right in front of them, the 34 of Bob Burgess, and more good racing behind them. But out in front, it's the T8 of Mark Banal, the 84 of Steve Baker, and the 1C of Lynn Geisler. Kugel in the 14 fourth. Now he's getting gained on by the 4 of Bob Waring Jr. Car 5P, Mark Petrucci in the pits. 7 laps down when they come by. We'll have 7 laps down. It's still Mark Banal, but that lead is shrinking. Baker and Geisler on the move. Steve Baker within a car length of Mark Banal as they head off of turn 2 down the back chute. Into 3. Baker in the middle of the racetrack. Banal up high, coming off of turn 4. Geisler right behind him. 17 laps remaining. And Bob Waring Jr. in car 4, moving into 4th. Running 5th to 14 of Larry Kugel. Lou Bradish in the 5 is 6th. Then it's Nick Jones in the 09 7th. Off of 4, Baker again underneath Banal, but it's Banal your leader. Baker 2nd, Geisler 3rd. Waring 4th, Kugel 5th, Bradish runs 6th. Baker again will try the low side, coming off of 2. He's got to be careful because if he goes low, Geisler could move around him on the outside. He's going to play a little offensive defense. The 84 Steve Baker. Here he comes way down low this time. Alongside of Banal, who almost gets the wall. They touch going into turn 1. Banal had to come down as he was close to the wall. He and Baker touch wheels. Geisler in the fray as well. 3 cars going at it down the back straightaway into turn number 3. Banal in the T8, Baker in the 84, Geisler in the 1. They're trying to go 3 wide. 11 laps down. Geisler now 2nd. It's still Banal your leader in the T8. Geisler 2nd, Baker 3rd, Waring 4th. Bradish has moved to 5th in car 5. Kugel runs 6th, Moore 7th, Jones 8th, Burgess 9th, Curry 10th, and Geisler takes the lead. Coming off of turn 4 in the middle of the racetrack. Lynn Geisler taking the lead. Kugel is 6th, Moore 7th, Jones 8th, Burgess 9th, Curry runs 10th. Flinner is 11th, Miley 12th, Johnny Johnson 13th, Dan Westfall 14th, and still on the lead lap, the 8 of Craig Wilson running 15th. 11 laps to go. 11 to go. It was Banal and Baker that were going at it. Geisler was sitting third, but once he caught them, he blew by, did Lynn? And now he's opening up some daylight. Banal still second in the T8, the 84 of Baker third. 10 laps remaining. Geisler around the 8 of Craig Wilson in turn 4, trying to put him a lap down. And he does. Wilson goes to the bottom of the racetrack. That race now heating up for second again. T8 Mark Banal and 84 Steve Baker. Baker able to close in through the corners. Down the back straightaway. It's still Banal by about 2 car lengths as they go into 3. Trying to hold on to second. He gets high though in 4, and here comes Baker off the low side, making a run again. Not quite able to get alongside. 8 laps remaining. 8 to go. Lynn Geisler has opened up a half a straightaway lead in the Cochran Automotive number 1. Car spinning here. Bobby Burgess into 34, spinning on the front straightaway. Looks like problems with the rear of the car. The yellow is out. Yellow is out.
Brake housing on the Bobby Burgess car has been cherry red, and apparently the bearing retainer and the seal must have busted because the left rear wheel and axle pulled out of the housing, and that's what caused Bobby to get it sideways. But whatever the problem was, it had been developing over the past 5 or 6 laps.
All right, Don, thank you. We've got 8 laps to go. 8 to go. Geisler back to speed, Banal on the inside as they come off of turn 4. Down the front straightaway, it's still Geisler, Banal, Baker, and Waring as they head into turn 1. Bob Waring Jr. at the low side in car number 4, trying to take third from Steve Baker. Cars together off at 2. Dennis Curry in the 1, Ben Miley in the 99, and the 8 of Craig Wilson together off at turn 2. The yellow is out. Side brings them up to speed as they come off to turn 4. Coming at you down the front straightaway. And Waring will take third on that restart, trying to get second now as they head into turn 1. Baker 4th, Bradish 5th, Kugel 6th. Out in front it's still Lynn Geisler, and Bob Waring Jr. is now second in car 4. So the low side working, or the high side, working for Geisler and Waring. They were both on the outside on that restart. 7 laps to go. Lynn Geisler, your leader. Bob Waring Jr. in the 4 runs second. Look at Bradish in the 5. Underneath Baker. Down the back straightaway. Baker holds him off into 3, side by side for second. Waring into 4, Banal in the 8. Banal pushes high in turn 4. It'll be Waring second. Banal 3rd, Baker 4th, Bradish 5th, Kugel 6th, Moore 7th. Flinders up to 8, Jones 9th, and Westcott runs 10th. Bradish again down low in the 5, but he can't make it stick there in turn 2. Baker blows back by him on the outside. Geisler has opened up another 10 lead. Ben Miley slowing in car 99. His tough luck continues. 5 laps to go, 5 remaining. Kip Moore now, the Georgetown General, moving into 6th in car 00, sliding underneath the 14 of Larry Kugel in turn 2. Bob Waring Jr. trying to close down race leader Lynn Geisler with 4 laps to go, and Waring may be making some tracks here. Well, Waring was running back and forth before that caution, didn't seem to have anything for the front 3. But all of a sudden, car number 4 is coming on. Bob Waring Jr. trying to close in on Lynn Geisler. But Al still 3rd in the T8, Baker 4th, Bradish 5th. Moore 6th, Flinders up to 7th in the 11, Kugel drops to 8th in the 44. Lots happening here in the final laps. 3 to go. 3 laps to go. Bob Waring Jr. rim ride in car number 4. He has found the top side of the Speedway in turns 1 and 2. and is really closing in on Lynn Geisler. 2 laps remaining. Off and 2 down the back straightaway. Lynn Geisler in the number 1 Conqueror in Automotive 1C. Leading the cars in credit, Franklin Racing Supply 4, Bob Waring Jr. The white flag is out. Oh, together in 4, Baker and Bradish, but they continue along. A little contact, but nothing changes. Baker 4th, Bradish 5th, Moore 6th, Flitter 7th, Kruger 8th, Curry 9th, Westcott and Jones battle for 10th. This is it. Waring ducks to the inside, trying to make one last bid. Off of turn number 4. Checkered flag is waving, and your Wilson late model feature for Lynn Geisler. Bob Waring Jr., a strong run to 2nd. 3rd will be Mark Brunel. Steve Baker 4th. And on the final lap, Kip Moore, the Georgetown General, takes 5th in the double zero. The amount of money that Lynn has donated to Chuck Ward's Recovery Fund here in 1994. We've got the Adventure Girls from Marlboro down on the front straightaway, Dawn, and they're going to be presenting Lynn with a denim shirt tonight.
He was running so hard.
No, is that why he was going? Pit crew checking out the tires. Travis Geisler, the crew chief down there, making sure everything's okay.
All right, Dal, we got a volunteer. How about telling the fans who the girls are and where you're from?
Okay, my name's Lori. I'm from Monongahela. This is Amy. She's from Bethel Park. This is Gwen. Gwen, raise your hand. Gwen is from, where are you from? Oakmont. And we have Joelle over here, and she is from Minnesota.
That's a pretty long ride. She came here just for tonight, right? We got a lot of money in the 50-50. We're not sure, but we're going to go with the winner's number here momentarily.
746-328. 746-328.
Thank you. Go over and get some pictures, girls.
And if you have the winning number, go down to the Speedway office, 746-328 for the 50-50. Let's go back to Doyle. Don, the girls have taken your winner away. We'll have to wait a second for the interview.
We were doing okay before. Lynn, you're really on a hot streak here. You won last week, got another win tonight. The track situation, how was it?
That was just perfect. I mean, I don't know, there couldn't have been any dust or anything for anybody. It just seemed like a real perfect night out here. We kind of got the car dialed in now, and we seem to be where we need to be. It's a real nice deal when you can run up front.
Baker and Benell, some of your thoughts on running with those guys and how you got through there?
Well, you can run with them. They're clean racers, and you don't have to worry about anything. And hey, you just got to keep your best foot forward and do what you got to do. Who's your tire people? I see my tire pirates out here. He did a real nice job. We've been running real good with those tires since we've been on them. And again, it's just the Jules machine and the Master Built and all these people that support the car. I'd like to thank everybody for coming out and keep plugging this Chuck Ward thing, and he keeps getting some money out of the deal, so it makes us happy.
6 wins, $1,200 for Chuck. Got to make him real happy. I don't know if you were aware of it, but Bobby Waring was a couple cars behind you, and then the two of you had a pretty good lead. Did you know he was back there?
Yeah, I could hear him. I figured as long as I was able to hold my line, I was going to be in good shape.
51 wins here at just one Speedway. On a roll. Congratulations.
Thank you very much. Thanks, fans.
Dow?
All right, Don, thank you, and congrats. Arnold Flagg from Sewickley was the winner of our 50-50 drawing tonight. Arnold Flagg from Sewickley wins $357.50. $357.50. Congratulations to Arnold Flagg of Sewickley. The other $357 goes to Children's Hospital in Pittsburgh and other Pittsburgh charities. Ready to go with our York Limited Late Model 20-lap feature event. Charlie Jasinski in the 11 and Ed Dunn in the 14 bring the field up to speed. Green is out. And the Dunn Speed Shop, 11A of Charlie Jasinski, takes off with the lead from his pole starting position. Down the back straightaway, Dunn in the 14 second, Westover in the 31 third. Thomas in the 99 fourth, and Colasar in the 8 runs fifth. Dunn in the 14 pushing high in turn 4. And we got cars together on the back straightaway. Yellow is out. 69 11A is elected to start on the inside. Oh, big fire tonight up in turn 2. Still your leader. Ricky Thomas takes second on that restart. Look out down the back straightaway. They are 3 wide, 2 wide, every which way. Everyone's clear sailing so far. Let's hope it continues. Lots of cars out there. Everyone doing a good job. Close racing from front to back. Leading the way, the 11A of Charlie Jasinski. Ricky Thomas takes up the chase in the 99. Russ Colasar moves to third in car 8. Westover to 31 fourth. And then the inside of him comes the 3 of Rich Curry. And in turn 2, we've got cars together in turn 2. Wayne Gaither in car 4 is one of the 3 cars involved. It's 83 Mike Morgan, the 4 of Wayne Gaither, and driving away is the 5 of Rich Gasparovich. 3 cars involved. You know, I don't want those guys up in turn 2 off of turn 2 in the hill are burning, but I'll tell you, by the end of the season, they keep that up. There's going to be one big bare spot. I think that fire gets bigger every Saturday night. Charlie Jasinski will restart the race in car 11. He's holding them in. Now he goes. Trying to win the drag race on the restart, and he's doing a good job. Still second. They hit into 1. Russ Colasar in the 8 on the outside of the 31 of Brad Westover. Colasar third, Westover fourth, down the back straightaway. Curry into 3, running fifth into turn 3. Behind them, the 14 of Ed Dunn, the 75 of Mel Minnick Jr. And they're continuing the battle the whole way back through the field. Action is the attraction. The York Heating and Air Conditioning Limited Late Models are sure to please you. Curry in car 3 into 4th off of turn 2. Here it comes the 75 of Mel Minnick Jr. to the inside, trying to pass the 31 of Brad Westover for 5th. Out in front, it's the 11A of Charlie Jasinski. On his tail, the 99C of Ricky Thomas. Then 8, Russ Colasar. Curry into 3, Minnick into 75. Those front 10 cars in turn 2. Ricky Thomas to the inside, but he can't make it stick. He was alongside of race leader Charlie Jasinski, but could not make it stick. Jasinski still your leader in the 11A. Thomas, the 99C, second. Russ Colasar in the 8th, third. 5 laps down. Into turn 1. Thomas really was quick that last time through the bottom of 1 and 2. This time Jasinski also goes to the low side of the racetrack, trying to take that line away from Ricky Thomas. Colasar third, Curry 4th, Minnick runs 5th. Westover to 31, Dunn in the 14, side by side for 6th. Roberts in the 16 is 8th. Lepro in the 6th runs 9th, and Beatty in the 04 is 10th. Canal is 11th in car number 10. Down the back straightaway, Charlie Jasinski. Look at Thomas coming on the inside as they head into turn 3. Jasinski in the 11, Thomas right with him in car 99C. 13 laps to go. pitting in car 16. He was running in the top 10. Eric Roberts pits in car 16. 12 laps to go. Charlie Kaczynski out of Poland, Ohio, in the Cindy Snow Move with Don Speed Shop 11A. Continues to lead. Feeling the heat from Ricky Thomas in the 99T. They're about to enter slower traffic here very shortly. Back right now with 9 laps down. Kaczynski around the 5 of Kirk Young, the 5 wide. Thomas shadows his every move. Caught with a problem here. Matt Sherlock in the 21. Slows to the outside of the racetrack in turn 1. He's got a right rear tire flat, and the yellow is out. Matt Sherlock in car 21 with a flat right rear tire. He'll drive it back. Probably got a little too hot. Not the kind of night you need a campfire. Green is back out. Matt Sherlock able to rejoin the field in time for the restart. Look out together on the front straightaway. Close racing into turn 1. We got them all together. Brad Westover to 31. They're going to be piled up 3 and 4 wide. The racetrack is blocked. And we got a ton of cars in turn 1. A couple of cars got together on the front straightaway. I believe it was Rich Curry in the 3 head down into 14. They got theirs straight. Doug Crawford back in the pits in the 9C. Andy Catellus will continue, and the green is back out. Charlie Kaczynski continues to lead, but right on his tail is the 99C of Ricky Thomas. Colasar in the 8th, third. Russ Colasar in the 8 underneath the 99 of Thomas off at 2, but Thomas runs him down the back straightaway. He'll stay second. Colasar third. Minnick fourth. Mark Bernal is up to 5th in car 10. Bernal up to 5th in car number 10. Filling in for Bill Yakin tonight. Yakin continues, or has a sore arm, we're told. Heard it at work. Don Beatty's back out of the pits in the 04. It's Charlie Kaczynski, your leader. Thomas now trying the outside. Colasar in the 8 got high that time, got loose in 4, and Minnick in the 75, moving into 3rd. Colasar 4th, but now is 5th. And running 6th is Jim Lapro. And off at turn 2 goes the 99C of Ricky Thomas, taking the high road to the lead. He got Kaczynski working the bottom and then went to the top. Number 12, Ricky Thomas takes the lead. The Beaver Sportswear 99. Going away. Kaczynski in the 11A second. 75 Elmany Jr. third. Colasar in the 8 fourth. But now in the 10 runs 5th. Then it's the 6 of Jim Lapro. The 3 of Rich Curry. 26, Sammy Stout, 44, Jim Paul, 29, Rick Armstrong. Rich Curry into 3, makes a pass in turn 2 underneath the 6 of Jim Lapro. Curry moves to 6th. 6 laps remaining, 6 laps to go. Catellus back in the pits in car 64. A rough return tonight for Catellus, who's been out several weeks with motor problems. All sorts of problems again tonight, not motor-wise, but otherwise. 5 laps remaining. Ricky Thomas adds to that lead. He, of course, won the first 3 features of the season. Has not been the winner's circle the last 2 weeks, but running so strong again here tonight. Pouring it on. Charlie Kaczynski having a good run himself. The 11A is second. Melmany Jr. in the 75 third. Russ Colasar in the 8 fourth, and Mark Bernal still 5th in car 10. Lapro is back to 6th in the 6th. Curry in the 3 7th. They've been swapping that position. Now in the 26 runs 8th. Paul in the 44 9th, and Rick Armstrong in the 29 is 10th. 3 laps to go. Ricky Ricky Thomas working the top of the racetrack off of turn 2. Good race for second now. Jasinski in the 11A, and right behind him the 75 of Mel Minnick Jr. Positions 2 and 3. 2 laps to go. Car spinning in turn 2. We got a car on the inside of the racetrack in turn 2. The yellow is out. So that lap will not count. The restart. They call him Restart Rick. He's usually pretty good at it. He's holding them in. Holding them in. And now he goes. Jasinski in the 11A runs second. Minnick in the 75, feeling the pressure from Russ Colasar's 8 and Mark Banal the 10. It's still Ricky Thomas. 3 laps to the cash. Down the back straightaway. They sort themselves out. Thomas again pulling away. No change in the top 5, 6, 7 spots. Rich carrying the 3, gets a run at Jim Lapro. That's the only position really. It's been going back and forth here the past few laps. Lapro the 6, carrying the 3, 7. That could change. White flag is waving. White flag for your leader, Ricky Thomas. Quick Rick. Restart Rick. Whichever you prefer. The Beaver Sportswear 99. True. Both have been true here in 94. Off the 4th turn, New York Heating and Air Conditioning limited late model feature win to Ricky Thomas. Charlie Jasinski 2nd, Mel Minnick Jr. 3rd, Russ Colasar 4th, Mark Banal 5th, Curry 6th, Lapro 7th, Armstrong 8th, Sammy Stow 9th, and Dan Burns in the 69 completing the top 10. He'll head to the weigh-in center to make it all official. Been here the past couple of years in the limited late model division. Put your hands together for your York Heating and Air Conditioning limited late model feature winner, Ricky Thomas.
His pit crew's out of control down here.
They want in on that Marlboro Adventure team picture as well.
Are you going to be able to talk after that? Oh, I hope so. Restart Ricky does it again. Running a fine line here, getting a little better every week. Some of your thoughts on the race? That was a pretty good race there, Don. A little tough, no doubt about it. Track conditions were pretty tough. The guy who usually sets my car up, he couldn't make it. He's in Atlantic City. And we set the car up all week. Come out here, and for the heat, I set it up, picked the wrong tires, and luckily one of my guys set it up for the feature, and we were really running. There's another 99 in the race. Well, X9, what's the story? Here he comes. Well, what's this guy doing here? Dad took the last year's car out, and I left it on the truck. I told him tonight he wasn't going to get in there. He wasn't ready to pull a pill. Must have got nervous. I told him, I said, don't worry about it. You get out there. Once you get out there, you forget about everything. Start running. I think he did a pretty good job. First time ever being in a car like this. I give anybody credit that can get in here and do it like the way anybody else out here does. That's why I never criticize anybody. Come on over here. Did you take a little fatherly advice from your son?
Oh, I knew he was going to beat me. I started like I always do last, and that's as much as I could do what I did there. So,
What did it feel like to be in one of these cars? They're pretty powerful.
oh, it was a real good feeling. I lost the right rear tire out there. I started sliding real bad. But I like to start from the back.
Well, you can be really proud of him. Now, is your situation just a one-night deal? You're going to do this all the time?
One night at a time.
One night at a time. Congratulations, Ricky Thomas, another victory.
All right, congratulations to Rick on his 4th win of the season, and he'll again add to his points lead. It's 92 Bob Hyman, the 51 of Ron O'Pageant, 17 Russ Matika, the 10 of Jeff Bonaszewski, Jim Zarin in the 1C, and Rick Wachter, a winner last week, starts 12th in the 93X. Following them, Bill Slade in the 26, Boggs at 38, Stus Sadowski the 57, bring the field slowly up to speed. And they're ready to go. The green is out as they roll off the 4th turn. Into 1. On the outside, Stus Sadowski takes the lead. Steffens in the 38 second. And bunched up after that. High Song in the 09. Wee Willie White in the 55. Pete Laurie in the 11. Tom Pascutis in the 3. All running tightly together. Down the back straightaway. Still Stus Sadowski. Man on the move early. Ronald Patchett in the 51. Picked off a couple of cars their time in turn 2. He's up to 6th. Sadowski still leading a little out of shape in 4 there. Had him guessing behind him. And here comes High Song Jr. on the outside. Stevens lost his momentum as Sadowski got a little loose. Steffens in the 38 had to hesitate for just a moment. That enabled Ralph High Song Jr. in the 09 to go second. He wants the lead. Down the back straightaway. Stus Sadowski leads him in at 3, goes in hard. He'll go to the top of the racetrack. Here comes Ralph High Song Jr. in the 09. Underneath, it's still Stus Sadowski. High Song, White runs 3rd. Steffens in the 38 4th. Pete Laurie in the 11 5th. Laurie looks to the inside in turns 1 and 2. Behind them, Rick Wachter in the 93X. Patchett in the 51 and Bob Hyman in the 92. Down the back chute. Still Stus Sadowski. The Napa Auto Parts 57 from Lawrence. And look at this, 3 wide for 6th coming off of turn 4. Oh, cars together. Jim Stevens in the 38. Up against the wall. Pete Laurie in the 11. They continue. The green stays out. Amazing. Tough break for Pete Laurie at that time because he had nowhere to go in the 11. But how everyone else avoided those 2, I don't know. We'll never know. But while that was happening, we got ourselves a new leader, Ralph High Song Jr. in the 09. Stus Sadowski in the 57 second. Wee Willie White in the 55 third. Then it's Rick Wachter. He started 12th. He's 4th looking for 3rd already. Patchen runs 5th in the 51. Then it's Bob Hyman in the 92. Wide for 2nd place going into turn 1. Rick Wachter, the 93X, the whole way to the bottom. He'll end up 2nd as they exit turn 2. Wee Willie White in the 55, 3rd. Stus Sadowski in the 57, now 4th. Now he goes to the bottom. Wee Willie White pushing in turn 4 in the 55, trying to hold on to 4th. As Sadowski goes back to 3rd. Patchett in the 51 underneath White as they go into 1 car spinning in turn 3. Tony Shevchuk in the 7X up against the outside wall, and the yellow is out. Vince Titino in the 19 beat. Here comes Jim Steffens in the 38. They'll have to wait till the field goes by. And the green is back out. Green is out. Ralph High Song Jr. leads him into 1. Look at Walker. He'll go right to the bottom of the racetrack. The 93X. The W.R. Minden Sons Custom Homes, Coriopolis Service Star Hardware 93. We got 2 cars hooked together. They break free and the racing continues. Now 2 more hooked. Now they break free again. Bob Hyman, the 92, and Jeff Bonaszewski in the 10. And Heim has a problem. He slows down on the inside of the racetrack. We got more cars spinning in turn 3 and 4. Look out. Yellow is out. We've got the 3 of Tom Pascutis, Robert. All right, High Song brings them up to speed as they come into the 4th turn. The green is out. Down the front straightaway. Watch them roll into turn 1. Anything can happen. Ralph High Song Jr., your leader. Not by much as they run down the back straightaway. Walker in the 93X second. Patchen moving on the outside, trying to take third from the 57 of Sadowski, who runs him hard into the corner. Sadowski sideways in the 50, and he gets a little hit from behind and goes spinning. He'll straighten. He'll get into one car, the 17 of Russ Matika, and that'll send him spinning again. Look out, here they come. Everyone trying to get stopped. They're going to hit again. Green is out. And this time, Walker on the outside will take High Song into turn 1. Rick Walker, your leader, got the advantage. A third restart on lap number 7. Ralph High Song Jr. in the 09 second, Ronald Patchen in the 51 third. Then it's Wee Willie White in the 55 fourth, and the 1C of Jim Zera now in the top 5. Russ Matika trailing a lot of blue smoke from the right side of the 17M. Past the halfway point. Black flag for the 17M of Russ Matika as he got the body rubbing the tire, and that of course could cause him a flat, maybe a problem, so he's black flag, and we'll head to the pits. Russ Matika in car 17M. 5 laps to go, 5 to go. Rick Wachter trying to win his second straight feature event. In the spectator stocks, we got a car accident here in turn 4. Tony Shevchek in the 7Z, 27 Mike Ross, and somebody pushing a bumper here. Green is out. Rick Wachter back in front. It's where he was when the restart, when the yellow came out. Ralph High Song Jr. having one of his best runs. He's second. And he's getting the heat from the 51 of Ronald Patchen. Then it's 55, Wee Willie White in 4th, and the 1C of Jim Zarin still 5th. Bob Heim has brought the 92 back up to 6th. He was involved in one of those early accidents. Car 25, Len Drobislewski in the pits. Len Drobislewski, Dobrolewski in the pits in car 25. Two laps to go when they come by. Rick Wachter, the W.R. Minden Sons Custom Homes, Coriopolis Service Star Hardware, West Hills Auto Parts, 93X, it's a Buick. Doing it to it here tonight. And Ralph High Song Jr., the Smiley's Tire. High Song Sitco, 09, runs second. The Sunrise Motors Bill Gray Buick GMC 51 of Ron O'Patch in third as the white flag waves. We've got one more lap. Down the back straightaway. Through 3 and 4. Second week in a row, checkered flag is waving. For Beavers, Rick Wachter. Ralph Hysong Jr. second, Ron O'Patch in third, Wee Willie White fourth, and Jim Zarin fifth. A close one at the finish. Well, Don, we've had 3 winners tonight. Lynn Guy, I just want to tell you that Bob Hyman, car 92, who you're going to be driving that car in the senior series, came from the back of the pack to finish 6th. So we all know that that is the fastest car out there. So if you don't win in the senior series, there's no excuse.
The pressure's on, huh?
Pressure is on.
I'm just glad he got through okay, because last time they had a radiator problem and we never got a chance. So we'll see what we can do.
Hey, folks, we got
We're going to talk to the man about town. Man about town, what do you think about your driver?
Man, some of the moves he makes, unbelievable.
Pretty smooth.
Oh, smooth, real smooth, man. I like it.
I think you ought to be over there with them girls.
No, I'm too old for that.
The man about town says he got a smooth driver. Mr. Smooth, he drives a dragster. Also, Mike and Janet Koski from out in Cuddy, PA. One of the NHRA champions. Came down tonight to watch Glade Neal run. Oh, Janet's going for a ride there in the buggy. Okay, Rick, point leader, couple of wins, getting better every week. Tough night tonight. Some of your thoughts?
Yeah, it was a real slick track. We were lucky to make it up front. Just run a little cautious tonight because it's so slippery out there. Some good cars in front of us, so we're lucky we made it through everything to get up in the front row.
My hat's off to you guys. You know, with the skinny tires running 3 or 4 abreast and getting through the turns, some really good guys in this division.
Oh, yeah, there's a lot of good drivers. That's why we can run so close together and not have too many cautions.
What is your point lead? Do you know? You just padded it, whatever it was.
No, I don't know. I haven't been watching the points this year.
Not watching the points, Dow, just winning races. Hey, congratulations on a good job.
Okay, thank you very much.
Okay, Dow.
Thanks, Don. Congratulations again to Rick Wachter. Okay, here's the list of winners, the latest winners of the Marlboro T-shirts from the Marlboro. Rick Wachter in car 93X, in addition to his feature win, he was also our Monarch Oil Hard Charger. He started 12th and finished first, improving 11 places. He picks up a case of Monarch Oil. Here we go with the modified feature on the pole, 37 Bernie Pichanowicz, then the 77 of Matt Smith, the 71 of Mark Modes, the 16 of Darren Miller, 43 Fred Varney, 61 Mark Obrzezinski, 40 Jimmy Plant, 75 Kurt Habadil, Dale Charlier in the 11, winner 2 weeks in a row, and Ian Parasolik in car 7 is last as the green drops. Bernie Pichanowicz is your early leader in car 37. Matt Smith in the 77 runs second. Don't forget the Circle Track Club Senior Series coming up after this. Bernie Pichanowicz continues to show the way. Matt Smith second, Miller in the 16th third, Kurt Habadel in the 75, and Mark Obrzezinski in the 61, wheel to wheel for fourth. Oh, Ian Parasolik headed in the wrong direction in turn 2. Caution is out for car 7, Ian Parasolik. Bernie Pacanowick is your leader. Matt Smith still second. Miller in the 16 third. Haberdell in the 75 fourth. Then it's Arbrzezinski in the 61 fifth. Bernie Pacanowick, he won on opening day. In car 37, your leader, Haberdell, moves to third in the 75. Miller in the 16 fourth. And Charlier in the 11. Alongside of the 61 of Arbrzezinski. Arbrzezinski still fifth. To go. Good race now for second as Haberdell moves in the 75 to the outside of Matt Smith, 77. Well, Haberdell goes to second in the 75. Ian Parasolik hits in car number 7. Bernie Pacanowick leading, coming on strong is Kurt Haberdell in the 75. Kurt had actually built both those cars. Those are his Imperial chassis. Haberdell alongside has the advantage in turn 2. Off the 2 down the back straightaway though. Pacanowick moves back in front as they roll into turn 3. Matt Smith in the 77 still third, 16 Darren Miller fourth, Charlier in the 11, and Arbrzezinski in the 61 battle for fifth. Halfway, we've got 7 laps to go. Bernie Pacanowick loses the handle in turn 2. Caution is out. Kurt Haberdell has the lead. Haberdell, your leader. Smith in the 77, second. Charlier settles into third. Darren Miller looks like he's slowing down in the 16. Trying to run the inside groove, but not making much success down there. To go. Three laps to go. go. Kurt Haberdale continues to stretch the advantage. He's had some tough luck of late. In the Kodak Gold Pearls Cafe 75, taking the white flag. One more lap to go. Kurt won back on April the 23rd. He's got her down in here tonight. Through 3 and 4, taking the unmodified feature win for the second time this season. Imperial's Kurt Haberdale. Matt Smith, the second straight week, second. Dale Charlier's 2-race winning streak ends. He's third. Darren Miller in the 16th, fourth. Jimmy Plant in car 40, completing the top 5.
Early in the evening, just around supper time, alley gangs racing, you can't put us down. We all go to Pearls Cafe just to hang around, and we find the alley gang going round and round. Down by the alley, out in the street, playing alley gangs racing, saying we just won't repeat. If you need a penny, just to hang around. If you got a nickel, buddy, lay your money down. All we need is 4 stars just to get ahead. Guys on in a pit crew, ready to unwind. Down by the alley, out in the street, playing alley games, racing, saying we just want to beat.
All right, put your hands together for Kurt Haberdale. And Kurt Haberdale in the 75 is also our Monarch Oil Hard Charger, so he'll pick up a case of Wolf's Head for being our Monarch Oil Hard Charger tonight. On?
Well, congratulations. You broke the norm here tonight. The point leaders have been winning all night, and you sort of broke that norm. Congratulations.
Thanks a lot. Everything's working for us tonight. We had a couple bad weeks where stuff was breaking on the car, and everything came together for us.
Victory. I know this victory was especially sweet because I understand you had some bad luck down at Interstate last night.
Yeah, I got spun out in a turn right in front of the whole pack. I was leading the feature, and they tore the whole left side off the car. So the crew spent all night and most of the day putting it all back together, and we never got to scale it or nothing, so it's pretty close.
Well, you and the crew are deserving it. Both appreciative of the Hard Charge Award. Back to you.
All right, Don. Cutting out a little bit on Don at the end there. We've got to get him trained. You know, these guys with these roving mics, they like to talk. Glorious number 11 in the heat, but Pete had problems in the feature. I don't think that is Gene Pennington. I think that's Dickie Thomas. Who knows? Hell, I'm only 200 yards away. I can see a lot from up here. Not a good start. We'll try him again. Still no go because the 26 of Ed Bayshard pulled out, so we'll have to change the lineup. Green goes out. 51, Reggie Vasco leading Blake Neal in the 6:03. Then it's Don Luffy in the 1, and Bob Stanford the 98. Don Gamble the 92 runs 5th. Vasco up a little high. Here comes Glade Neal. That Chrysler. He's alongside of Vasco in turn 2. But down the back straightaway, Reggie Vasco continues to lead. Gamble now on the outside of the 92 takes over 4th. Don Boyer in car 97 spinning atop the racetrack in turn 4. And we got cars together in turn 1. Yellows for the 97 of Don Boyer. Here they come. Oh, Glade Neal with a problem in the 6:03. There's Scanner, look out. Glade Neal in the 6:03 with a problem down the front straightaway. Now he goes. He was just giving him a chance. Watch him go now. Reggie Vasco, your leader. Bob Stanford now 2nd. Don Gamble, the 92. Bob Steiger, the 19. Wheel to wheel for 3rd. Stanford the 19 on the low side. Gamble the 92 up high down the back straightaway. Close for 3rd. Luffy runs behind him in the 1/5. Stanford makes the pass. He's now 3rd. Ten laps remaining, 10 to go. For 2nd, a good one. Vasco may be slowing down in the 51. He's got problems. You can see the flames shooting out the front of the car. He just may have corked the motor. Reggie Vasco lost the motor in car 51. He was spitting and sputtering, and he's got blue smoke coming out of the pipe. And that puts Bob Stanford and Bob Steiger. Stanford the 98, Steiger the 19. Nip and tuck battle here. Gamble 3rd now, the 92. Bob Stanford wins the drag race down the back straightaway. Tough break for Glade Neal, who was running 2nd with a problem on the restart. Had he not dropped back, he probably might have the lead at this point. Halfway. 7 to go. Glade Neal spinning in turn 4 in the 6:03. Yellow is out. Stanford still leading in the 98, but on the outside comes Bob Steiger in the 19. Steiger takes the lead. Stanford now second, Gamble still third, Luffy fourth. Larry Walters in the 04. Alongside of the one of Don Luffy's, they race for fourth. Boom, boom. Waters makes the pass, and he spins out in turn two. Larry Walters spins this 04 in turn two. Waiting for yellow is out. Yellow is out. 5 laps to go. Now Larry will drive away. Always happens when that yellow comes out. Sure sign. Steiger brings him back up to speed. Stanford challenges on the inside. 5 laps to go. To go. Bob Steiger, the 19, pulling away. Bob Stanford, the 98, second. Don Luffy in the 1/3. Don Gamble, the 92, fourth. And Glade Neal continues to fight his way from the back into 6:03, running fifth. 2 laps to go for Bob Steiger. Don Gamble, the 92. Oh, Gamble and Luffy make contact. And here comes Glade Neal in the 6:03, trying to move to third. The white flag is waving. 1 lap to go for Bob Steiger, Pittsburgh Circle Track Club Senior Series. Checkered flag is out. The 19 taking the win is Bob Steiger in car 19. Second will be the 98 of Bob Stanford. The battle for third goes to Glade Neal in the 6:03. Gamble, the 92, fourth. Don Luffy in the 1, completing the top 5. Put your hands together for Bobby Steiger taking the Senior Series win tonight.